Good evening.
Good evening.
You're,
Good
you're,
evening, teacher.
I bet you're driving, Tristia. Hi, Wendy. Good evening.
Uh, no, teacher, I am in my house.
Okay, good. Good, good, good. Let's just wait for the others. So how was your day today, everybody?
I had a very busy day, but I have a good day, I think.
Good to hear. Good to hear. It's really good. Well, today is Monday, so I guess that's got to be really difficult or busy.
Yes.
Good evening.
Hey, good evening, Jorge. How are you?
Yeah.
Pretty good. Thank you. What about you?
I'm doing awesome, actually. Well, today is our last class, and then I'm given 1 week without classes, but I still continue working.
Are you kind of sad?
Me right now, I'm like, I'm thoughtful. I'm thoughtful because of the project. You know, it's been a lot of money, and I'm not done yet. And I just reached that point, you know, where you have to step back and look at the whole picture, right, and determine what are you going to do. Because it's not easy. I mean,
But it's almost done or in the middle of the...
all the parts that I need are there. Problem is that I have no time. So this starting tomorrow, I will have more time. So hopefully I'm able to put things together. And the main issue is that I run out of money already. So, you know.
But you are in charge of the restoration of...
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing it by myself, so it's gonna be really tough.
Follow the manual or something like that?
Yeah, swapping the engine. I'm swapping the engine, so I knew it was going to be difficult, but man, it's been
interesting.
yeah. Yeah, but you need time. I mean, I should have planned things better, you know, but or at least get some advisor, you know, some advice from someone that knew how to do things. Or that someone that may have done that before.
But you had the right tools to do that work.
That was the most expensive part.
I
And
imagine
without realizing, I found myself now with a lot of tools that I may not need anymore after this, you know. So, and it's been very expensive. So I don't know. What's gonna happen later.
Maybe the next step is put the workshop.
That's what everybody tells me. You should put a workshop, but I don't know. I don't think people may pay me what really worth it, you know, because it's not easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many are we? My God, we're just 6. Give me just a minute.
Good evening.
Good evening, Susana, welcome. Ser requisito de ISSSS. Okay, so we are 8. I'm just gonna do the attendance now. Hoping that I have no trouble later. We have our survey today, the survey that you always take at the end of the course. That's very important. Okay. Carlos Alfredo Palomo Pineda.
Present.
Excellent. Cristian Nathalie Erazo Rogel.
Present.
Good. Diana Elizabeth Chereguiño Martínez. Not here yet. Diego Armando López Rivas.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Jorge Humberto Vela Funes.
Present.
Juan Carlos Rivas Jovel. Yet. Manuel Antonio Palma.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. María Elena Guadalupe Peñate Escobar.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Mario Ernesto Villeda. Mario José Valle Castaneda. Nelson René Olmedo Figueroa. Norma Carolina Villeda Ábalos. Silvia Zuleima Rodríguez de González. Susana Beatriz Ortiz de Cornejo.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. And Wendy Maribel Zabaleta Ochoa. Thank you, Wendy.
Present, teacher, sorry.
It's okay.
Move my cell phone.
Okay. So tonight, we have to conclude our module, basically talking the last part about tips on how to bridge the generational gap at the workplace. So let's recall what we have studied during this module. Who remembers how we started? What was the first thing that you learned during this module? You may go to the contents, to the index of your workbook if you want.
Millennial, senior.
Yeah, but before that, we talked about CPD. Who remembers what is CPD? Okay, what was CPD? Do you remember?
The training.
Continuous.
The continuous.
Continuing professional development. What was it?
Yes.
Exactly, training, right? Developing employees. Who remembers what was there to say about CPD? What was there to say about continuing professional development? In your own words.
I have bad memory, teacher. I don't remember.
That was the first
Or-
unit.
Or maybe you can say short memory.
Continuing the professional development is when your employer sends you trainings, you know, or ways so you can improve as a person and as an employee. Right.
Okay.
We started briefly some types of training. What was the difference between a good training, a bad training, training methodologies?
Yes, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Also, on grammar, we talked about not only, but also
Either, neither.
both and. So who can give me some examples about not only, but also?
Not only my brother lives in my house, also my cousin.
Perfect. Okay, good, Chrisia, go.
I don't know. With not only but also.
Or both and.
I like both seafood and Chinese food.
Easy. Okay. Wendy, did you remember?
I try. um, I like not only water, but also tea.
But also
Tea.
tea. Okay. I like not only water, but also tea. Easy. You got it. Okay. Both students and teacher are present in the class right now. Both Manuel and Marilena have their cameras off. Okay. Today is very important, guys. This is our last day. I don't know who am I going to stay for 10 minutes, but I still have to stay for 10 minutes with someone at the end of the class. So we will see it. Then on the second unit, we started the same topic, but from the employer's point of view. We talked about the importance of investing of train employees, you know, not having to train them, but finding workforce that is already trained. Something that we didn't discuss like in depth was return of investment, ROI. The return of investment, which is a parameter that works in many ways, but from this perspective, when you train people, how do you measure the return of investment that you did on them? Let me give you an example. TACA, you know, airlines, when they train flight attendants, that's very expensive, you know, that training is like $30,000. I heard that train someone to be a flight attendant is like $30,000. Why? Why is it so expensive? Well, Jorge, an idea?
They spend money in the dresses.
More than the dress code.
And they had to be inside of the airplane.
But think about the training. I mean, you as an airline, why is it so expensive to train someone to be a flight attendant? Because flight attendants are not just people serving the food, assisting the passengers. They need knowledge on how to save people. And part of that knowledge requires military personnel to train you on how to survive. For example, swimming with your clothes. I mean, that's the last test They take you here in El Salvador, and this is true. They take you to Coatepeque Lake or Ilopangos Lake, and they just throw you in the middle from an helicopter or in a boat, I don't know. They throw you in the middle of the lake so you can start swimming to the shore with your clothes on. So that level. You become a paramedic in some way. You're a flight attendant. So how do you measure the return of investment? Well, part of the price to flight on an airplane as a ticket, you know, as a passenger, involves recovering that money. So there is a way in accounting and to cross reference, you know, to cross the information and find the cost of the trainings and many other ways, right?
They count the number of the hours that they work for that airlines or
Exactly, that's another thing, correct. Yeah, how many years this person worked? Because if you just work 1 year as a flight attendant, I mean,
waste of money.
it was waste of money for the airline. Totally agree on that. And that's the way on any other company. Whenever you're trained and you don't use the knowledge among the company, that's a waste of money.
Because the company want to get the most of the
Employee.
result of the employee.
Totally. They think about training you for a long time. I mean, to have you for a long time working for them. Now, continuing with paired conjunctions, now we saw neither nor. Neither nor. Remember, negative. Carlos, Manuel, Susana, María Elena. Neither nor.
I don't like the vegetable, neither, no.
That's using neither just by itself. Neither do I. Neither do I, remember?
Yes, I forgot the idea.
Okay. Neither I like vegetables nor pills. Just two things you don't like or two actions that you're not performing. Come on. Neither nor.
Neither soccer nor basketball are my favorite place.
Sports.
Sports.
Neither soccer nor basketball are my favorite sports. Okay. That's comparing two things on a negative way. Very good. What if I want to use a subject, remember? If you say, I don't like, no, I neither. Continue the idea, Manuel. I neither.
I neither like to swimming.
I neither
nor,
like swimming nor
swimming nor running.
Running. I neither like swimming nor running. Excellent. Remember, and that's the idea. So you start as a regular subject. I, subject, neither. And then if you continue with a verb in ing, you say or, another verb in ing. If you continue with an object, you say or, the object, as Jorge did. So neither nor. I neither like you nor him. Yeah. No me gusta ni tú ni él. Okay. Okay. Then we move on unit 3 with more paired conjunctions, either or, whether or. Okay. Susana, Diana, Wendy. Carlos, come on, Mario. Diego, Juan Carlos, Norma.
I will neither travel Roma,
To Rome?
nor Rome, nor travel Italy.
To Italy. I will neither travel to Rome nor Italy. I will neither travel to Rome nor Italy. What if you use either or? Remember, that's a positive sentence, right? Either or. Marilena. Try. No, you're breaking up. Your internet is breaking up. I know, the internet connection. Try to turn off the camera.
I see one. I read. Millennials. But it's this.
I didn't get it. I'm sorry. And we lost her. Yeah, we lost her. Okay, so either you eat the pizza or you don't go out. Either you eat the pizza or you don't go out. Either I go to your house or you come to mine, but we gotta do this today. Wendy?
I eat oh, dear. Either cheesecake or apple
Pie.
apple pie.
I either eat cheesecake or apple pie. Don't forget the verb. I either eat cheesecake or apple pie.
Cheesecake or apple pie.
Yeah, don't forget the verb. Eat. Okay. Weather.
I eat either cheesecake.
Where's the verb?
Eat.
I either eat.
Oh, I either eat cheesecake or apple pie.
You got it. That's the way. Okay. Diana. Okay. Whether you turn on the camera or the microphone. Okay. Whether you're in the class or I will ask you questions. Etc. Right? Okay. Then on that unit, on unit 3, we talked about how to lead millennials, not to manage millennials, but to lead them, and how to get the most out of millennials and the Generation Z employees, which are like the latest generation. That's the conflict right now in many companies. They don't know how to manage or lead the newest generations. Okay, we're 12 now. I think that's the greatest number we will reach tonight. So for those that join us, we're just reviewing some topics of this module, as today is the last day. Who can talk to me about millennials really quick? What is it to be a millennial? Exactly. Very good.
About millennials, teacher, I can say that that they are a generation that are pretty related to the technology. They are very adaptive. They are so respectful with the elder generations and can provide to the company several
solutions
or skills or
skills. Okay, they
that
can.
that you can need to get some millennials in your company. I'm not remember, but I believe that they they like to work in like a teamwork
They like to work in team.
in team.
They like teamwork. They like teamwork. Yeah.
They like teamwork and also definitely they want to get the approval of the bosses and the peer.
They're always in the look for to be appraised. They're always in look to be appraised.
And they also are looking for get the goals, maybe doing the things easily than the other ways.
Okay, finding their own ways. That's true. That's true. We find pathways. That's true. It's very important. Okay. Compared to the generation X, what did we say about the generation X?
Maybe my partners want to share with us the.
Yeah. Someone who hasn't talked, Carlos, Mario, Cristia, Diego, Juan, Carlos, Norma, Silvia, Diana. We're just recapping about it, right? So what's the difference between millennials and the generation X, which is the previous generation? By the way, millennials go from 1980 to 1997, right?
I read in an article that they start from 1977, but in others.
Yeah, there's
so maybe I can be there or not.
I might be millennial or not. Who knows?
Yes.
I think that it all depends on how you were raised. How you were raised, because, for example, me, I still remember Transformers, the first generation of comics, Thundercats, Silverhawks. What was the other one? I can't remember. Thundercats, Silverhawks. There was another comic, Heathcliff, you know. Ulises 31.
But in my case, I consider I'm in the border from Gen X and millennials.
You're in the age. You're in the age. That's right. But do you remember those snorkels?
Yes.
Oh my God, the snorkels. That was amazing. Those are great times. Now, these cartoons used to guide us as kids, you know, on things that we could do or not. Jose Miel. I mean, we were raised
the bee.
The bee, yeah, we were raised with values, with those values. But nowadays kids are more like feelings, you know, it's all feelings. Don't hurt my feelings. That's really bad.
But Dexter Labs, I remember, was good too.
Oh, you mean the cartoon? Yes.
Yes.
I thought the series of the serial killer. Yeah, Dexter.
Also is good.
That was good too. Yeah, I remember. Okay, and the last module, unit, we've been talking about the 5 generations and the gap that there is between these generations, right? Which is what we're going to talk about after the survey. I'm just waiting for one of my coworkers to show up so we can do the survey, the encuesta. You know, it's difficult in reality to deal with, when you're a millennial, it's difficult to deal with baby boomers My dad, for example, as I told you, he's so stubborn. I'm stubborn, but he's very stubborn. I mean, he doesn't want to give up when he gets an idea. He just goes with it and he doesn't want to give it away. And he will do everything to achieve what he wants. So I'm stubborn too. Okay. My God, I'm just waiting for my coworker so we can start the encuesta de satisfacción.
We have to open the link of the chat, or
Not yet. Aún no.
okay. And what about the next level? Do you know where is the start, the date of the new module start?
A ver, son las 8:30. Podemos comenzar con el español, puesto que esta es la parte que va a auditar más que todo INSAFORP por ser el último día. Solo estoy esperando a que se nos una alguien de administración en la clase para dar los lineamientos de cómo vamos a hacer. Y sí, este día, pues, no tenemos aún una fecha de inicio del siguiente módulo, Jorge, eso lo sabe administración. Sin embargo, bueno, nuestra compañera no va a interactuar con nosotros, pero usualmente un máximo de 2 semanas después, una semana usualmente es lo que se tarda en empezar el siguiente módulo. Cuando todos los compañeros del grupo, por ejemplo, si todos entregaron los papeles a tiempo, si todos van a continuar, es lógico comenzar una semana después. Eso es así.
Okay.
Okay.
Semana está bien.
Sí, eso es lo que usualmente se tarda. Ahora, si varios compañeros, digamos 2, 3 de este grupo, ya no pueden continuar en el siguiente módulo porque no estuvieron en todas las clases o pues les faltó algo para llegar al porcentaje de asistencia, o si por obvio motivo, hay muchas veces suele ocurrir también que más de alguno se cambia de trabajo, por ejemplo. Y pues hay que esperar en ese nuevo trabajo unos 3 meses, creo, para poder continuar teniendo los beneficios de INSAFORP por cuestión de cotizaciones de seguro y todo eso. Bien, ahí estamos. Bien, vamos a dar inicio ya a la encuesta de satisfacción y para hacer esto vamos a ver un video bien corto sobre cómo se lleva a cabo el proceso. Ahora les ruego a todos que en lo que vemos en el video presten mucha atención, que no se distraigan porque este es un proceso paso a paso, ¿no? En el que todos vamos a hacerlo paso a paso, sin distractores ni nada. Y si es posible, les suplico que enciendan sus cámaras, que se preparen para encender sus cámaras, puesto que, les repito, este es un momento muy importante dentro de el proceso evaluativo que lleva a cabo INSAFORP, ¿verdad? Son como requerimientos para poder completar el módulo, ¿ok? Asegurarnos de que, supongo, de su parte, INSAFORP espera asegurarse de que cada una de las caras coincida con el DUI, así de que si solo se le mira a la frente a usted, no le van a poder identificar quién es, ¿verdad? Seré yo, dice, hey, welcome back. Ok, me alegra mucho tenerte de vuelta, Nelson, bienvenido. Ok, vamos a ver. A Juan Carlos nunca le conoce el rostro. Se le arruinó la cámara, lamentablemente. Usos, ¿eh? Bien, vamos a comenzar entonces. Voy a empezar a compartir el video. Bienvenidos. Ok. Bien, vemos el video, solo son 3 minutos y regresamos con la encuesta todos juntos, ¿eh? No se escucha, ¿verdad?
Sí, sí se escucha.
Sí se escucha. Ok, soy yo el que no se escucha, entonces no escucha. Sorry. Ok, 1, 2. Bien, muy importante es esta parte, ¿no? De tomar la captura de pantalla y quiero enfatizar en eso, ¿no? Es el último paso que vamos a hacer. Todos deben de tomar la captura de pantalla. Antes de enviar la imagen al grupo de WhatsApp, deben de poner su nombre completo, tal cual está en el DUI, debajo de esa imagen antes de pegarla en el grupo de WhatsApp y enviarla. Bien, pues hemos dado inicio a este proceso. Ahora lo que continúa es, pues, acceder todos a la encuesta de satisfacción. En su grupo de WhatsApp les voy a pegar la dirección de la encuesta. Uy, perdón, esa como que no se pegó bien, permítanme. Bueno, ahí está, no le envié 2 veces, perdón. Cualquiera de las dos. Tendría que llevarlos ese link. Ajá, no, le va a dar un error. Permítanme. Acá. No sé por qué no se copió bien. Mm, Pues sí, ahí está. Gracias, Nelson, igual. Bueno, cualquiera de esos últimos dos links son los que funcionan para esta encuesta de satisfacción. Bien, continúo compartiendo la pantalla y el punto de hacer esto es que nadie se adelante a los demás, ¿sí? No digan, ah, no, hombre, si esto ya lo hice en los últimos 10 módulos, no sé, ¿sí? No, vamos a hacerlo juntos, paso a paso. Como vieron ya en el video, ¿no? Ahí está toda la información, está en su correo electrónico. Se les ha enviado un correo electrónico con esta información bien explícita. Ahí aparece el número de inicio y todo. Entonces, bueno,
Yo no
comencemos.
recibí el correo, teacher.
Ok. ¿Alguien más que no haya recibido el correo electrónico? Esto puede
Yo.
estar en su...
Solo
en otra-
WhatsApp mandaron.
por
Un
WhatsApp lo
mensaje.
Ajá,
mandaron.
solo un WhatsApp. Ujú.
Pero
Ok.
ahí solo el enlace, creo. No la
No,
información.
mandaron también algunos datos.
¿A ti te aparecía, Nelson, el nombre de tu empresa, la razón social?
No,
¿No?
nada de eso. No.
Ah, entonces sí, sí, es muy
Solo
importante.
Yo no
nombre del
tengo tampoco.
proveedor, nombre
No,
del curso.
teacher, ya hace un par de veces que ya no mandan eso. Es como que si uno ya se la sabe y ya. Pero no, no lo
Ok.
mandan, no hacen como antes.
Bueno, chicos, no se preocupen, aquí lo vamos a hacer juntos, ¿eh? So, vamos a ingresar el número de inicio, el
Yo no
nombre.
puedo abrir el enlace, teacher. Me sale que
Ujú.
no puedo, que no existe el formulario.
Ah, no, es que es en el de arriba, el que mandó a alguien que se llama Nelson, no sé qué.
Sí, Nelson fue el último
Porque,
que lo
ajá,
envió.
ajá,
Ah,
el
ya, sí,
último no es
ya,
el penúltimo.
ya, gracias.
Ok, bien, si ya todos estamos acá, ¿alguien no está en el formulario? Bien, espero que todos estén en el formulario. La orden de inicio es la misma para todos. Entonces, vamos a ver dónde está la orden de inicio. Yo acá la tengo, permítanme un segundo. Les voy a pegar exactamente el número que ustedes tienen que ingresar acá. Tal cual está, incluso la pleca ahí, ¿eh? Ahí está en su WhatsApp. Es ese mismo número, perdón. Luego vamos a ingresar nuestra información. Entonces ahí está el número de orden de inicio, el nombre completo de ustedes, tal cual aparece en el DUI, el correo electrónico con el cual se registraron al momento de, pues, hacer su inscripción a este curso, ¿no? Si alguien necesita una pista o algo de su correo electrónico y no se acuerda, yo aquí lo tengo en el listado de asistencia, ya que todos tenemos varios correos, ¿verdad? Ok. Me dicen si voy muy rápido o si me detengo en algo, ¿ok?
Solo
Luego,
esperemos un ratito porque no terminando de copiar la orden de inicio porque no tengo el correo. Antes lo copiaba el correo, pero no tengo.
ahí está en el WhatsApp también, Marilena.
Ah, va, espérame. Teacher,
Hola, Susana.
lo puedes dejar aquí en el chat
Zoom.
del... Sí, porfa.
Perfecto,
Es que
sí,
mi,
claro.
porfa.
Ahí está.
Gracias, teacher.
No hay de qué. Bien, correo electrónico decía el que utilizaron para registrarse en el curso, que debería de ser el mismo que utilizan para conectarse a las clases de Zoom. Bien, luego tenemos el número celular, lo mismo, ¿no? El mismo que utilizaron para registrarse. Si aún funciona, por supuesto, eso es importante, que el celular esté activo. Continúo. Eligen su sexo y el departamento de residencia. Departamento, el municipio de residencia, en mi caso es mexicanos. La empresa donde trabajan, y aquí quiero ser muy enfático en la cosa de que la empresa es la razón social de la empresa, no es que, por ejemplo, diga joya de Serén, y ya, joya de Serén lleva algo más, o que diga Urbano Now, lleva algo más también, y así, ¿no? Igual a veces las empresas las conocemos por otro nombre y en realidad la razón social es bien diferente, ¿no? Si alguien necesita su razón social, me avisa, yo aquí tengo el listado también.
Teacher, sí, sí, Zuleima Rodríguez está solicitando el enlace de nuevo.
Zuleima, en WhatsApp.
Sí, llegado, sí, en WhatsApp.
Ah, ok, ok.
Ahí
Ahí
lo
le, re-
mandaron ya,
ahí
Mario
le
Valle.
respondió Mario que
Sí.
ese es correcto. Bien, vamos al paso del último, ¿eh? Al paso del último.
Teacher,
¿Hola?
si me puede corroborar mi razón social, que a veces me
Sí,
confundo si va el nombre
sí.
de mi jefe primero o el del, por favor.
Ahorita, yo de hecho yo se lo iba a enviar, fíjese, porque me pareció bien raro. Solo a
Está
usted
raro.
ahí se lo puse en el en el chat de Zoom,
Gra-
Wendy.
Gracias.
Que a Sullivan no le está funcionando el link de la encuesta. De hecho, ese link debería de ser el mismo. Sí, correcto, ese es. Bien, continuamos. Si alguien no tiene preguntas en cuanto a la razón social de su empresa, repito, vamos al paso del último. Hasta que el último haya terminado, nos movemos. Bien. Eh, nombre del proveedor que le capacitó. Ojo con esto, ¿eh? Acá se mueven hacia abajo y va a aparecer, ¿dónde está? Inglés Corporativo Regal International SADCB. Inglés Corporativo Regal International SADCB. Nombre del curso. ¿Cómo se llama el curso?
Inglés avanzado módulo 1.
Cabal. Inglés avanzado módulo 1. Bien, los valores, perdón, los siguientes aspectos relativos al curso. Cada uno de estos es de su propio criterio. Solo nos vamos a detener en el punto 14. Antes de contestar el punto 14, vamos a esperar a que todos hayan llegado hasta acá, en qué fecha inició el curso y en qué fecha finalizó. Mientras tanto, lo voy a poner yo acá, cuando inició y cuando terminó. Iniciamos el lunes 30 de enero. Y estamos terminando hoy, 6 de marzo. Mi computadora está en inglés, entonces eso es marzo 6, 2023, enero 30, 2023. Espero que la suya también.
I don't see, teacher. ¿Cuál es el inicio?
30
No
de
alcanzo a ver.
enero. Es un menú desplegable, Marilena.
Sí, solo que no alcanzaba a ver. 30 de enero.
Sí, 30 de enero. Y terminamos hoy. Bien, me voy a mover al punto 14 y espero que me presten atención porque eso es muy importante. Es más, es tan importante que se hace verbatim, o sea, leído tal cual. En el punto 14, cada uno de los participantes deberá marcar satisfecho o insatisfecho. Les aclaro que este punto no se refiere a cómo usted se siente con usted mismo por haber completado el curso o no. Tampoco se refiere a que no le parecen cosas como el manual o el hecho de mantener la cámara encendida o alguna acción de alguno de los compañeros, o mucho menos que se sienten insatisfechos por la deficiencia del servicio de Internet contratado. No, nada de eso van a evaluar en el punto 14. Este punto únicamente se refiere a cómo he impartido la clase pedagógica, o sea, cómo yo lo he hecho académicamente y a cómo nuestro equipo, como Regal International, como Inglés Corporativo, les ha apoyado en cada uno de los procesos. Solo a eso se refiere. Pueden seleccionar cualquiera de las dos opciones, solamente tomar en cuenta, ¿verdad? Que a la hora de seleccionar insatisfecho, nosotros nos damos por enterados que no procederá con la inscripción al siguiente módulo. Espero que haya quedado claro eso. Si usted selecciona insatisfecho, nos está dando a entender que ya no va a seguir con el módulo porque no está satisfecho con el servicio que se le ha prestado. Solamente esa aclaración y pueden continuar. El punto 15, pues otros cursos de su interés, ahí lo que ustedes quieran o crean conveniente que deberíamos de impartir como el Regal International en inglés corporativo, cursos de Excel avanzado, de diseño gráfico, ¿verdad? Y cualquier comentario que tengan. Al finalizar esto, por favor, tomarle la captura de pantalla y antes de enviarla al grupo de WhatsApp, ponerle su nombre completo abajo a la imagen. Bien, tengo a Diana, Mario Ernesto Villeda y Silvia y Cristian. Déjenme pasar asistencia con esto. Bien. Cristian, Carlos, Wendy. Carlos. Wendy. Jorge Humberto, Manuel Antonio. Diego Armando, Nelson René. Juan Carlos, Marilena y Susana. Juan Carlos.
Sí, teacher,
Hello.
dice que mi máquina se me trabó y me quedo así con la pantallita, no me dio la de
Ah, sí.
enviado.
Sí, hay que
Ajá.
reenviarla.
Y así está todavía.
Y tiene internet, Susana, ¿no será que se cayó?
No, sí estoy en internet bien raro porque el Zoom cabal en la máquina estoy.
¿Será que si vuelve? Tal vez si le da para atrás. Solo que es probable que regrese a la forma, pero en blanco. Pero sí, hay que hacer eso, hay que enviar la imagen. Solo me falta Norma. Creo, quiero ver. Norma y Susana.
Y si
Súper
la
bien.
hago otra vez, teacher, va, no
Sí,
importa.
sí, tendría que hacerla de nuevo si no no cargó la página final.
Va, ahorita la hago entonces, teacher.
Ok, ok. Solo espero a Normita, que creo que ahí está, ¿verdad? Si la puede volver a enviar, Norma, con su nombre abajo. Porfa. Norma Carolina. Se le corta, Norma, pero creo que ya, ahí está. Bien, solo quedaríamos pendientes con Susana. Ok. Okay, well, let's move on. We have to continue. Susana, si necesita algo, me avisa, por favor, para poderle apoyar.
Teacher,
Hey,
por alguna razón no me avanza, me dice que es necesario completar las preguntas
Mario José Valle,
1,
pero
3, 7, 8, 10.
Diego Manuel Antonio. Ah, sí, no lo has enviado, ¿verdad?
Sí, me aparece
Híjole.
un triángulo y en rojo me aparece que es necesario completar 5 preguntas y me dice que es la 1, la 3, la 7, la 8 y la 10. Sin embargo, pues están completas, solo que dice, esta pregunta es obligatoria y está lleno el campo y todo eso, no sé por qué razón no me permite.
¿Y desde otro dispositivo, Mario?
Ah, voy a, voy a tratar ahorita.
Sí, 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 tranquilo. Igual si necesita ayuda me avisa, porque solo que faltarías tú y Susana. Okay, guys, so let me continue with the class. Tonight, we have to talk about ways on how business can bridge the generational gap. As we have talked before, this is just on how you can get along with your previous generation or the next generation after you. So, but there's one thing that is very common and why we cannot get along among generations. You know, for example, what do you do, Jorge, when you see a coworker with the cell phone while you are having lunch, with them, or when you're in a meeting and somebody brings up a cell phone and is not paying attention?
I just take a deep breath and I try to be patient.
What if this person is like 12 years younger than you? No.
There are younger than 12 years, maybe 15, 18.
Wow. Okay. So what will you do if one of these kids is with the cell phone while the boss is talking?
I just tell to my partner, to my helper in that case, sometimes they are helping to us to do a presentation, for example. So if we are in a meeting, we try to keep the focus on the job.
Stay focused on the job. Stay focused on the job. Okay. Have you ever like it's not punish. I don't want to say punish.
Sounds weird.
Scold. Have you ever scold a coworker for doing that or something for misbehaving? That's the word. Have you ever scold someone for misbehaving? Do you understand the question? Like, no, don't do that.
No, not at all.
For misbehaving. Now, of course, misbehaving is not just applicable for the circumstances of the cell phone or being distracted. Well, it may apply for being distracted, but what is a common characteristic on the Xers, on the Senials, the X generation? What was something we used to do? And Mexicans used to do that a lot. That's a common stereotype. I'm gonna say it. It's a common stereotype on Mexicans. On Mexican movies.
Vicente Fernandez.
No, Alfonso Sayas. El Caballo Rojas, you know, this kind of people. Well, actually, yeah, including Pedro Infante. I mean, on his movies, when he was a mechanic and there was a lady walking. Oh, so how do you say albur in English? That's the word that I was looking for. Albur. Hey, that's not okay, right?
They get kind of distraction.
Days, yeah, distracted. That's the way you say albur. Days. You can also say gutjan. That's not common. Gutjan.
In this movie, say zapatitos.
Oh yeah, the zapatitos. It's true. So you see, in the previous generation on the Senials, it was like common, right? It was very common. Cantinflas. It was the common thing. Oh, and Tintan. On Tintan movies, you used to see those behaviors, and it was like, right?
Capulina movies.
No, on Capulina, Virute Capulina. Well, actually, yes. Capulina was always in love.
Teacher.
He was always in love. What's up, Mario?
Cantinflas is all generation teacher.
Okay, give me a break. One second. What's up, Mario?
Tengo otro problema. Lo pude hacer como incógnito, en una página como incógnito, pero pues las políticas de seguridad no me permite tomar la captura.
¿Y con el teléfono?
Estoy en el teléfono, sí.
No.
Con otro teléfono tomarlo.
Ajá, tomar la foto y de ese WhatsApp enviársela a usted a su WhatsApp y ahí enviarla.
Ok, voy a hacer eso.
That's the way. Si eso es lo único, yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Okay, so why am I talking about, how do you say albur in English?
Days.
Why am I talking about days and gudgeon? It's just an example of common behaviors. So have you ever scolded a coworker for doing things like that? Like, hey, Don't do that, right? We're at work. I mean,
In my case, teacher, yes.
have
Yes,
you?
yes, teacher.
Uh-huh.
Generation senior is after, it's a previous generation for millennials.
Uh, Senial. Senials or zennials with Z. Hold on, this thing is not taking it. Senial, and then you have zennial. There's a difference in pronunciation. Look at my mouth, senial. And then you have Thenials with a Z. It's Xenials, actually. It's Xenials. The Xenials. Xenial. Uh-huh.
The question is, millennials are previous.
With an X, yes. Xenials are prior to millennials.
Okay. Yes.
They are the former generation of millennials, and Xennials are after millennials.
Okay. Okay.
So, okay, have you ever been on this situation, Manuel?
Yes, because my coworker is older than
me. Uh-huh.
Yes, me. And but it's a man.
A man. Uh-huh.
But he likes to use the cell phone.
Oh my God! While driving the motorcycle?
No. But when he is walking, you look him.
You look at him.
You look at him. He is watching the. I don't know. I don't know what he watch on the cell phone. When I am give him one explanation or some information, he doesn't attention.
He doesn't pay attention.
Yes, but the problem is when he is on the place, he suddenly he called me, hey Manuel, please tell me about this client. Where is the address? What is the process? But previous I gave him the information, but
he didn't pay attention.
Yes, he.
Okay, man. And that's, there you have a clear example. Great job, Mario. Great job, Susana. Thank you. That's all we needed. Thank you, guys, for completing the survey. So that's a clear example. Manuel's example is a clear example of a generation gap. Why doesn't he use Google Maps or Waze?
I don't know, because I guess he can use.
He cannot use the cell phone. Okay, totally. And that's very clear. Okay, so how can we improve this? How can we bridge that generational gap? There are 4 tips on how businesses can improve or bridge this new generation gap. I will share with you a link and split you in 4 groups so we can do our last presentation. Please do your best, okay? And it's specifically 4 topics. Now, you may find difficult vocabulary, and that's your challenge tonight. You have to adapt. Listen, you have to adapt this language to your language. In your own words, explain to the whole class each tip on how to bridge the generational gap. So let me create the groups and then split the topics. Let's see how it goes. Bien, lo voy a repetir en español porque quiero que quede bien claro. Hagan lo mejor que puedan. Son cuatro temas que les voy a dividir en cada grupo. Espero que todos trabajen, solo esta vez es la última vez, ¿verdad? Y podemos descansar a partir de mañana. Bien, acá están los grupos. Ahorita se los envío a WhatsApp para que consideren cada uno de ellos, ¿no? El primer grupo está conformado por Mario, Manuel, María y Marivieda. Segundo grupo, Cristian, Diego, Jorge y Juan Carlos. El tercer grupo, Diana, Norma y Susana. Y el último por Carlos, Silvia y Wendy. So, group number 1. Oh, here is the link to the excerpt. There you go. And group number 1 will do everyone wants respect. That's the first. Este es un link que igual está en su libro de trabajo, in your workbook. So that's topic number 1 for group number 1. Topic number 2 for group number 2. Topic number 3 for group number 3. And the last topic for group number 4. This is like kind of difficult. Switch up the layout. Switch up the layout. There you go. Do a research, investigate about the topic. You will have exactly 30 minutes right now to work in groups to present to the whole class the topic. Are we clear?
Pretty clear.
Okay, let's go. Chicos, todos los que se han quedado acá son parte del grupo 1, solo hay un compañero ahí solo. Si no se unen, pues estará solo haciendo el trabajo. So come on, let's go, let's go.
Hi, Manuel. Good evening.
Hi, good
Can you hear
evening.
me?
Yes, I can hear you. This moment I open the link and I am looking for information.
Yes.
Okay. Ya, me abrió. Lo tiene.
Ya lo encontré. Sí. Nosotros nos corresponde el
Everyone wants respect.
about respect. They want respect.
Everyone wants respect.
Everyone wants respect. Okay, respect. That is what millennials and boomers both desire. Pero encontré que hay que leer y buscar más información porque está cortita la información que da aquí el contenido.
Yes. Read. Millennials want to be taken seriously and treated as professional counterparts. Boomers want to be valued and want millennials to respect their years of experience. Closing the generational gap start with understanding the importance of mutual respect when millennials reorganize the experience of boomers in the workplace and healthy appreciation came form. When boomers stop treating millennials like their children and more like their peers, a lot of good can happen.
A lot of good can happen.
And we need choice more information.
Hay que buscarla.
So most of the interaction occurs when normative direction areas or when millennials overflows to boomers. I understand something about the interaction without the Gen X, when the millennials talk directly to the boomers, or boomers ask directly to the millennials, but the paragraph is related to the problem that they don't have communication between the millennials and boomers, and that is a problem in the most of the companies.
I think the point is the difference of age. They have problems for, oh, sorry. They have problems to communicate, right?
Yes, definitely there are problems, but if you note between the millennials and the boomers, there is the Generation X. So they are the link between both of these generation. But I understand that that could be a good way to solve some issues if there are communication also between the boomers and millennials. I don't know. There are some words that I don't understand. This paragraph.
And you found this lecture on the internet.
Repeat, please.
And you found this information on the.
And boomers both desires. Listen, millennials want to be taken seriously, right? And threat, how do you say, teacher? Threat, tratado.
Treated.
Treated. thank you, treated, okay, as professional counterparts, right? And boomers want to be valued and want millennials to respect their years of experience.
In the moment is a benefit, but it's a only communication mediums for is using in the work, in a study, in the school, maybe. It's a good technology in the moment the pandemic.
Yes. And I think it made us to learn how to use a lot of things that we didn't use before.
Yes.
I mean, even like these classes, I mean, I was used to go presencial to class, and now we have to adapt to be on online classes.
Yes, it too for itself in in the work in the company and the school too.
Yes.
But it has saved the energy. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But for the topic, I think that millennials, well, I think that both generations needs to learn from the other. Give me a sec.
No only millennium tú en mí también. Tú.
¿Cómo?
Que no solo es para los milenios, sino que también
No.
para mí, que yo soy de la General G o J. No sé qué generación soy yo. ¿Mm?
I think you are Gen X.
Like their children and more like their peers, a lot of good can happen. Okay. This is the counterpart. Millennials are young or younger than boomers for the age, but she have the opportunity to grow up in careers in any company, but also they need the experience, the I forget the word. What do you say? The consejo. The advice. Okay. The the millennials need the experience of boomers, also need the advice for boomers. In counterpart, there are complements when that with experience of boomers, but the capability of millennials is important to achieve the goals in company with the force or the experience with the boomers. There is a complement, right?
Yes, I believe it's important to be valued and respect seniority because there is more experience and the millennial or more young people maybe could be in other way.
Yes, yes, because we saw in other classes that millennials are capacity. They are capacity in different areas because they are
multitasker.
They are very, I don't know, o sea, ellos han estudiado bastante. They are professionals. They are professionals in a career. That's why they need to be valued. Thank you, teacher. They are very knowledgeable.
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 Or they're very wise. You could say wise. They are very wise.
Very wise. What is the meaning wise?
Sabio?
Ah, okay. Is
No.
this the millennials?
Yeah. Yeah, instead of saying knowledgeable, muy conocedores.
Yes, but the boomers are older than millennials for ages, for age. Edades age. For age.
Ages.
Ages. Okay.
Ages.
Ages.
Without the D. Age. Age. Ages. Ages.
Ages. Okay. Thank you, teacher. And that wise, there is a complement, right? In the force of millennials, because they are younger, and also they need the experience and the knowledge for boomers to achieve the different goals in the company. For sure, earn best profit, best salary, and many goods can happen.
For each department inside of the company, and they hire very young people. I think they are younger than me. I have 30 years old, and I am 30 years old, and the new people are, I don't know, they're around 24, 25 years old, and they are managers. and I
It's so weird. But
I feel
but what about you has your boss, but your boss has his own boss. Do you have the communication with their boss?
yes, I just have my boss, and the boss of my boss is the manager. So
But the manager can give to you an instruction directly or not?
Sometimes when my boss is missing, I think. Yes, the is I think ay, no sé cómo decirlo, se me olvidó, me puso nerviosa el teacher.
But the idea is, or the paragraph or the topic want to say is something like that there are problems because there are not communication between the millennials and boomers.
Yeah. Yes, I think something like that.
Well.
And about your company?
We have a structure that most of the time the bosses, the managers can give us instruction directly, even jump our boss.
And that is common in your company?
That is kind of common, but I consider it's not good because sometimes that create an issue after that, because some of the
Guardamos esta. Sí, en esta. Me deja...
Teacher, our topic is switching up the layout.
Switch up the layout.
We understood that it's like maybe you can change the office. For example, if you have a millennial and a baby boomer, but they are separate, you can put the desks like together, and they are going to start to talk each other, and they are going to create a friendship.
Yeah.
And so that's going to permit that they could have
communication,
better communication, and of course the job is, or the work is the environment of the work could be better.
Exactly.
Okay. And we are doing a presentation.
Oh, yeah, just explaining what you have understood, you know, share your ideas to the class.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. Good.
Okay, I think we're ready. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, let's just wait for the others. Okie dokie. Are we all together again? Yes. Okay. So we have group number 1, which is composed by Marios, Manuel, and Maria Elena. All M's. Did you notice Mario, Manuel, Maria, Mario? Okay. So all yours whenever you're ready. We want to understand your topic, so you have no more than 5 minutes to explain the first topic, which is everyone wants respect. Everyone wants respect. Interesting. Okay, all yours.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Respect to this topic, as you can know, as you can see, we have been, seeing different type of gens, and there is a bridge in all generations, but this bridge it needs to be part of the workforce, but there is a little I don't know, problem with edges or different with boomers and millennials, but for sure they can the two generations, getting the two generations workforce is important for any company, right? They can work for achieve the goals of companies, but about the respect, right? The two generations want different recognize and different values for each generation, right? For example, talking about they want respect, the age for baby boomer or boomers, right? They are older than millennials, and they have, for sure, they have enough experience in areas of company, but they need to try. Don't treat to millennials that if millennials are their sons or their child, right? The millennials, they want respect, and they need to be recognized like a professional because they are wise, right? And they have also knowledge. They are very, I don't know, student. They have a career, and there is a complement, right? And the workforce, the boomers and the millennials, if they work together, for sure, good come out, and they goods can happen. Maria Elena also talk about a little. It's your Maria Elena.
Thank you. Maybe we believe it's important to be valued and respect for the boomers, and because there is more experience, but a young people so has a different ways of the doing the job, and it is. Thank you.
Thank you for your attention. That's all.
That's all? Okay, okay, good. So you have your feedback on your WhatsApp Zoom, I mean on your Zoom chat.
Okay.
There is a gap. You wanted to say there is a gap. You were saying there is a breach. And a breach is something that joins, right? Something that cross over, you know, is a solution. A solution, but the gap is the empty space between the two.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the opposite, right?
Okay. Yes.
The pronunciation, you keep saying for sure, say sure, sure. For sure. Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Try to change it for of course, of course, of course, of course.
Oh, okay.
Try to change that. That sounds better. Of course, there is a gap. Of course, there is something that they, etc.
Okay.
Right? They can work for to achieve, or they can work for achieving.
For achieving. Okay.
Yeah, for
To
achieving
achieve
or
for achieving.
to achieve.
To achieve for achieving.
Correct. You got it. The two generations instead of the two generations, you should say both generations. Right? In the areas of the company, you missed the article. They don't want to treat millennials like they are sons. I think you said the opposite. They want to treat millennials like they are their sons. Like if they're their sons.
They don't.
Like their sons.
They don't want.
Oh, they don't want to treat millennials like they are their sons.
Yes.
Exactly. They want to be recognized like, they want to be recognized as professionals.
Professional.
Yeah, that sounds better. Marilena, pronunciation. Experience.
Experience.
Doing.
Doing.
Yeah, sometimes you do that. You say doing, no, doing.
Doing.
Experience.
Great job. Okay, so we're going with group number 1. Thank you guys. Congratulations. That was amazing. Second topic, proactively kill age segregation. That's brought to you by Cristia, Diego, Jorge, and Juan Carlos. All yours, guys.
Okay. We have the proactively kill age segregation. I just have one question. How can I pronounce hierarchy?
Hierarchy, yes, hierarchy.
Hierarchy, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we have in the first paragraph, one of the big issues in many organizations is that millennials and boomers don't interact on a regular basis. Millennials tend to hold entry-level or mid-level positions, whereas boomers populate the upper levels of the hierarchy. As a result, most of the interaction occurs when boomers give directions to millennials or when millennials report results to the boomers. We discussed with Jorge, like we discussed about the difference that boomers and millennials have inside of the company. I make an example. I told one example, and I say that in my company they are hire young people in a high levels, like managers, and they have under them people older than them. So that produce a lot of discuss or problems or issues between them, and George continue.
Okay. We speak or we talk about the proactively kill age segregation. Like I imagine like their name in English means something like in Spanish, that is ways to close generation gaps. But is my opinion that sounds like they want to say. But that I understand about this way is about the difference that exists between millennials and boomers, and many of times there is no communication directly between this generation, because in between this generation there is a generation X. So I consider many of the issues in an organization could be resolved if can be communicate the boomers directly with the millennials, and also the millennials resolve or present their ideas to the boomers. But actually there are a lot of problems in many companies because there is no connection between they. And that's the idea, teacher. That's it.
Good job. Anybody else from the group?
No.
Good job. Okay, so Chrissy, you were saying at my job they are hiring.
Yeah.
At my job they are hiring younger people in high levels. In high levels, without the in high
Without the-
levels, without the in high levels. They're hiring people for high levels, in high levels. Okay, let's see. Oh, and your question at the beginning, hierarchy.
Hierarchy. Okay.
Yeah, that's under hierarchy. Hierarchy, not an easy word. That's a difficult word. Okay, managers have under them people younger than them. Managers lead youngsters. Managers lead youngsters. Yeah, youngsters, managers lead people younger than them.
And youngster is people young.
Yeah, juventud.
Oh.
Jovencitos, jovencitas, yeah.
Okay.
Many times. If can be communicate the millennials with the baby boomers. If millennials could communicate their ideas to boomers, you know, between them. Yeah, between them. There you go, between them. Everything will be better between them. Great job, guys. Thank you for participating and explaining your ideas. Let's see. So we have group number 3. We're running out of time. Diana, Norma, and Susana.
Okay, hi teacher. Our topic is treat lightly with tech. About this topic, I think that millennials are more used to how to use technology because we grow up in that time. For Gen X and baby boomers, it is hard because they have to learn how to use all the technology. So the point of this topic is how to find a balance between the two generations and how they can help each other. Millennials being more patient with Gen X or baby boomers of how they make their work, and Gen X to be more open to use technology and learn new methods of work from millennials. That's it from my part.
Thank you. Where is your partner?
The millennials only use the technology. It's a millennium R is a constant use constant the new technology. Is in using other place. Is a bathroom. Is a in working. Is advanced the technologies for millennium, but it's working. It's for example, but is in pandemic, is use technology, is a good technology, but is for is I don't know, teacher. Is a person, is a the majority, the person is the millennials is use technology for is working, is communication for friends. I don't, maybe.
Okay, but we got you actually. They use technology for everything, is true. They even forget about others, right? They don't even pay attention. Good job, good job. Okay, really quick, simple things. And let's see. Diana, we grew up with technology. We grew up with technology. New methods of work, new working methods, new methodologies to do their job. They should try to find new ways of doing things, different ways of saying things, right? New methods of work, new methodologies of work, or new working methodologies, whatever you want to say it. Okay. Use constant new technology. They use constantly new technology. The majority of people, most people, that's the way you say it. Instead of the majority of people, you say most people use technology. And then remember, recuerda, Susana, su área principal de oportunidades es esa muletilla del is a. So let's try to work on that, okay?
Yes, teachers, yes.
Okay, let's go with the last group. Last group, switch up the layout. Okay, all yours, Carlos and Silvia.
And Wendy.
Me teacher. I don't remember my name. Okay, I try share the oh no. 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 Okay. Switch up the layout is important. For example, only switching. For example, switching the layout of office. For example, boomer's desk put next to millennials desk. Or other example in the same room.
Okay, Carlos.
Okay, I will continue. Switch up the layout. The point in this topic is try to change the design of the office. Because in the most office, maybe boomers could be together and millennials are together. But it said that if you change the layout of your office, you are able to naturally facilitate organic conversation. For example, if we put a millennial next to baby boomers, and they are going to be together all day, it's normally that they are going to have a conversation maybe at noon or at whatever hour, and they are going to start or they are going to start to make a relationship, a friendship, because it's normal when you work with something with someone is next to you, you end up being a good friends. So if you are with someone, if you are a millennial, next to you is a baby boomer all day, every day, you are going to be a good relationship with him, and so that's going to help each other to have a very friendship and work together, and you are going to be able to work together to have a better work
environment. Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome job. Thank you, Carlos and Wendy. Thank you very much. So thank you guys for being with me all these nights, joining me on these sessions tonight. Who shall I stay with? Just for 10 minutes. Let me see. Let me think. Who hasn't been with me lately? Carlos, you have been jumping, right? Missing some classes. Would you like to stay, Carlos, for 10 minutes?
Yes, no problem.
Okay, cool. So, buenas noches a todos. Gracias por haber estado con nosotros y pues espero verlos pronto. Y se les comunicará a ver cuando inicia el siguiente módulo de avanzado 2. Congratulations. You made it.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank
Okay.
you, teacher. Thank you for
Welcome.
your patience.
Don't worry. That's what we're here for. Good night.
Thank you.
Carlos Alfredo Palomo Pineda.
Present.
Thank you. Cristian Natalie Erazo Rogel.
Present.
Thank you. Cristian Natalie, again? Okay. Diana Elizabeth Chereguiño Martínez.
Bye.
Bye.
Present. Good night.
Good night. Diego Armando López Rivas. Diego is gone. Okay. Jorge Humberto Vela Funes.
Present and good night.
Good night. Juan Carlos Rivas Jovel.
Present.
Thank you. Manuel Antonio Palma.
Present. Good night.
Good night. Marilena Guadalupe Peñate Escobar.
Present, teacher. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See you soon.
See you soon. Mario Ernesto Villeda.
Bye.
Night. Thank you. María José Valle Castaneda.
Here, teacher. Good night.
Good night. Nelson René Olmedo Figueroa. Norma Carolina Villeda Ábalos. Silvia Zuleima Rodríguez de González. Susana Beatriz Ortiz de Cornejo.
Present, teacher. Good night.
Good night. And Wendy Maribel Zabaleta Ochoa.
Present, teacher. Blessing and thanks
Blessings.
for all.
You're welcome. Thank you for showing up every day. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, see you.
Hey, what's up, Carlos? So you're done with your platform, right?
Yes.
I see that.
I think that the unit 4, I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't reach the goal on unit 4 and the last, the final test.
Can I do it tomorrow?
No. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, try to do it tonight. I mean, it's very simple.
Okay.
Ya, de hecho me ayudaría a hacerles la huella de los bichos. ¿Alguien sabe de esto? Van a decir, la plataforma. Ya le voy a recordar yo. So tell me, what happened to you at the end of the module? Were you working?
Yes, I have been working.
A lot. I guess close in 2022.
What?
Closing.
Yes. Closing the year, the fiscal year.
My wife is going through the same as well. But you know what? It's just that she doesn't get so complicated. I mean, I don't know why, but every year is the same. I mean, there's like 1 or 2 nights where she sometimes even brings job to the house. But then
Yes, it happens to every accountant.
yeah, it's just once a year, not every year. I mean, not every month. She's always like very organized. I think that has to do a lot. That has to do a lot. If your collaborators, for example, the sales department brings you all of the receipts and you have all in order, you're fine. You just review, that's it. Okay, we're fine in matches, right? Although if the owners of the company, do you work in a small business or a big business?
A small business, I
Oh
think.
yeah. So it is the same. Is it a familiar company?
Yes.
So the same thing is if the owners bring you all their receipts, the gas, and everything.
Yes, it's complicated.
That's the complicated part. Because you have to be always on top, right? Hey, the receipt, the gas receipts, I need to do the conciliations and everything. Yeah.
Yes.
Because if not, later they're yelling at you, right? And Carlos, why did we lose money?
Yes. Yes.
And you're gonna, I mean, oh my God. That's so funny. We always ask for how do you call this? For taxes, for oh my God, crédito fiscal, for an invoice. We always ask for an invoice when we pump fuel, when we pump gas at the gas station. Yeah, we always go like, okay, give me the invoice, right? Because it's deductible from taxes, right? So that's a plus. And sometimes at the end of the month, she goes like, hey, do you have any receipts? I'm missing $20 to match this thing, It's very funny, but yeah.
Yes.
It is what it is. And sometimes she go like, hey, go to the gas station because it's the 28th. In 2 days, I'm closing the month and I'm gonna need that. Y yo le digo, ya sabes. Yeah, I know. I just know it. Y cabal, ya cuando cierra el mes, cabalito. Man, she's amazing. Yes, and it's the same with the house. Are you as organized in your house?
No, at the same at the office, no.
Okay, but you should. You should. Is your wife an accountant too?
Yes.
Oh my God, you should be checking the cash flow at the end of the month together.
No, not really.
Really?
I review all the accounts, but she doesn't do that.
Okay.
She's like she spent and at the end of the month she didn't know and where's the money? Where's the
Oh
money?
my God. No, but that's ironic.
Yes, I told her that what happened with you, but
You should give it a try. It's very nice. At least in our end, in our case, is because of the church. Because we were told, right? The woman is the one that takes care of the money. Okay. And men just work, 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 and gives the money. But at the end of the month, you have to sit together, and she has to go like, okay, we spend this, and that. Should we stop paying this, or save some money for this? And it's very interesting. It's very interesting because you see where is the money. So it's very important.
yes, it's very important. I do that, but she's like, what are you doing this? I don't know. Maybe she think that I am pushing her or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Try to they don't she doesn't spend less, or she spend less money, but
Is in vain. En
yes.
vano, is in vain. Okay,
In vain.
Carlos, thank you for staying. Thank you very much for applying, always your time to the classes. I really appreciate that. It was my pleasure. Hope you have
Thank you.
a
Thank
wonderful
you.
night. Bye-bye.
Good night. Thank
Good
you.
night.
For